Hey, can I park here?
Yeah, just pull up over here.
It's a familiar conversation overheard throughout residential neighborhoods on football game days in the swamp. For Dave Dekevich and his friends, those words translate to four things.
Utilities, rent, and food and alcohol.
However, a 4-3 vote passed in a county commission meeting earlier this fall will now make it more difficult for homeowners and renters to facilitate parking for tailgaters in the upcoming seasons under Ordinance 120139. So what exactly does this mean for those trying to enjoy their football-filled Saturdays? According to sections 30 through 56 regarding general provisions for residential districts, detailed layouts of how cars will be parked will now be required for a permit. Another restriction limits the hours cars can be accessed, stating if they are not picked up during the allotted hours, they may not be picked up until the day after the event between the hours of 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. With the hundreds of houses in College Park and the surrounding areas near the stadium, how is enforcement of such a rule even possible? How can a landlord force a customer to keep their car parked on the lawn to prevent the landlord from getting a fine? When City Commissioner At-Large Thomas Hawkins was confronted with these questions, he didn't seem to have a clear answer.
That's an excellent question. It's something when folks operate businesses, they need to operate the businesses compliant with the law. If they've got customers that don't leave the premises after the business hours are closed, that's an excellent question, and we trust that business owners are able to handle those issues.
Mayor Ed Braddy, one of the three in opposition of the ordinance, was also not able to give a solution, but did not deny that unanswered questions were a concern.
I think there's a lot of things we didn't think through that we're going to have to address.
Braddy continued, saying more regulations would not be in anyone's best interest.
I just don't think that that's in the best interest of the city, short-term or long-term. Having a more regulated Saturday strikes me as antithetical to our quality of life.
A $250 citation would take away almost all the extra funds Dekevich looks forward to on game days, but he says this won't stop him from selling parking next year.
I don't think that it's going to be enforced as much as they think that it's going to be, so I would definitely take a risk. I think that the benefits outweigh the risks.
Whether these new rules will call for an increase in officers or taxpayers' dollars is still unknown, but one thing we can be certain of is that demand for parking won't be going down anytime soon. For WUFT News, I'm Tali Medina.